Yo, how is it going out there? It's your boy Flobo. This is What's Up Flow, episode 107. 107 of these. We is rocking. We is rolling. We is having a time of our life. And before I get to today's episode, this episode, like all the other episodes in What's Up Global Canon, is brought to you by No Name Nerd. Look, man, I talked about getting jerseys and nerd masks, but it's more about that, right? You can get yourself some nice wristbands. You can get yourself some geek chic tank tops. If you're a lady, you can get yourself some dope accessories at nonamenerd.com. Use my promo code FLOBITO, that's FLOBITO, for a discount. And tell them Flobito sent you. So I'm out here chilling in my room, the home base of Flobito Digital. You know what I mean? Flobo Corp, as I affectionately call it when I make fictional stories about giant companies that my protagonists work for. And this mixed with the last two episodes of What's Up Flobo. So if you haven't seen those two, in episode 105, I listed out things I'm working on or things I've worked on that you can find me in the world online. TLDR, just Google my name. It just shows up. And on 106, I went more in depth into Patreon. And I made it very, very clear that I'm not someone to sit there and talk about what everything I do in a link. But if it comes up, I'm willing to share it. If someone goes, hey, do you write a comic book? I go, yes. I wrote a graphic novel and a comic book, Silver Streak and Legacy. Now, this episode is not supposed to be more about that stuff because, frankly, it's not about me this time. I want to talk about you guys out there. You beautiful, lovely, amazing people who are doing so much crazy stuff. I get to sit and talk with some friends and friends of friends who are creatives. And there's a podcast I have called New Amsterdam Radio where I talk to other creatives. So I get the whole deal. But I realize there's a thing also that's really affecting us as people. It's about just letting people know what we do. Like tooting your own horn, right? That's the phrase we use. I don't want to toot my own horn. Now, I get it if you don't want to go and just make a conversation about yourself, because that'd be rude. How often have you gone to a party and someone's like, how are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm doing okay. Well, I'm working on a movie. Okay, I get that. But when someone goes, hey, man, I'm working on a podcast. Do you know anyone who's good with sound? And you happen to work on a podcast, and it's a little itty bitty podcast that you've been working on, but you don't feel that confident about working someone else's sound. That's the judgment we make, and we go, no, like, why not? We say, hey, look, I do have some experience on a small level. Let's go. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, look, my skills have worked on a smaller scale. It might be a challenge for this case, but I can go if need be, if you want to. The corollary to that is, we talk about social networks, and there's social networks that I'm on actively. We're talking Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, trying to think other ones too, YouTube, I guess. And there's ones I'm not on active at all, like TikTok. I used to have a TikTok. It's still there technically. I'm never on it. Snapchat, LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a social network I really have a problem with because it's supposed to be the one to find jobs. I've never found a job on LinkedIn. It's supposed to be the one for businesses, but I don't really get to have any more insight into a business. It's more of the same PR stuff you get everywhere else. But what I don't like is in the feeds is that what we have is a lot of individuals that want to be thought leaders are using that platform to virtue signal. And by that, I mean, hey, look, I did something cool. This guy came to my interview late and had no experience. I hired him anyway, and here's why. And it's like, oh, geez, rolling my eyes over here. But one of the things I realized there on that platform is that people take the time to brag about what they did. And at the end, they had this whole, I don't want to toot my own horn. You're doing it. You were literally tooting your own horn. You know what I mean? Like, just call a spade and say what it is. You want to do that. It's the thing when it comes down to it. No one's going to toot your horn for you, right? And if you do, if you find someone that do that, latch on to them because hype people are rare. So if you're in a situation where you want to brag about what you do or somehow insert what you do, then do it. Toot your own horn because no one's going to do it for you. What you don't want to do is not challenge yourself. And you dang sure don't want to do is toot your own horn and say the phrase, I don't want to toot my own horn. Because you're lying to yourself. You're lying to everyone around you. You took the time to go on LinkedIn and say, I'm going to write this paragraph-long tale about me being a high-powered executive and seeing this janitor who didn't have any money. And I dig deep into my pockets. And I gave them $200 and I made their day. But I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to toot my horn at all. I don't get it. Why are we not just doing and seeing and saying what we are and what we're doing? If you want to brag about it on LinkedIn, say you're bragging about it. It's like, man, it made my day. Hopefully I can do more. Check out my link. Hire me. You know, if you wrote a feature length movie and it got 2 stars on Amazon Prime, you still wrote that movie. You still directed that movie. Mention it when you can. And but at the same time, though, don't go out of the way to mention it when no one's asking about it. If someone's asking what's for lunch and you say, hey, I directed a movie, then that's way beyond the pale. That's it for me, man. I'm just hanging out in my room, messing around with camera settings. Let me know what you think about this image. Let me know what you think about the sound. Let me know what you think about each and every single episode of What's Up, Flobo in the canon, brought to you by NoNameNerd.com. Use the promo code FLOBITO for a discount. Now, where in the world can you find me? Well, most importantly, most critically, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/FloboBoys. Please like and follow if you're on the platform. You don't even need a Twitch account because it's owned by Amazon. So if you have an Amazon account, you're already halfway there, baby. Twitch.tv/FloboBoys. You can follow me over on that social network. We're talking at FloboBoys on Twitter, at FloboBoys on Instagram, at Flobito on Instagram, and the website where new content lands every Wednesday, flobito.com. That's FLOBITO.com. You know the deal. Be yourself. Peace out. Catch you Friday.